Let's take a look at The Flame by Cheap Trick. Let me play through the introduction, at least half of it, and then we'll break that apart and move forward. And that's the first half of the introduction. So I'm going to start with second finger on the D string. I use my pinky on the 4th fret of the G string, and I'm going to hit the open A and then upstroke on the G and D. It's just the way I like it. You could downstroke, but I sort of like the bite that I get with the upstroke. 4 of those. Then I'm going to move to a bar, A through E string, and I'm going to walk up on my B string, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, B. When I get there, I'm going to end up in a total bar position. Looks like this, like a B suspended 4. So I'm going to end up there, 2, 4, 5, and then I'm going to go 4, 4, G and D string. Then I'm going to take my pinky out and do the same thing. This time I'm going to go D to G. And the first time that he plays it, there's a little bit of a pause there. Like that. The rest of the time, the pause really isn't there. He sort of plays it more in the same tempo or rhythm as the other notes. So you might, if you're really particular about details, you might catch that. Let's play that far again. With the pause. Going on. I'm going to stay in this bar position. I'm going to drop my ring finger to the 4th fret of the D string, my pinky to the 4th fret of the G string, and then I'm getting 2nd fret with the bar of the B string. It's a B suspended 2nd. So in that position, I'm going to hit B string, G string, D string. And then to finish up, I'm going back to the B position, B string, D string, G string, 2nd fret, A string, then open A. And that brings me back to the beginning. All that together. I'm going to do 2 of these. Now the vocal's coming in. There's only a subtle change when the vocal comes in, and that's in the very last measure on this B chord, where we were playing and hitting our B string, or B note on the A string. We're going to just we're going to go up and hit the 4th fret, this note here, this D sharp on the top of this chord instead of this note. So and we're going to do that twice, and that finishes the first half of the intro. So let me play it that way. Two of those. And then we're into the second half of the intro. Let me play through the whole intro kind of slowly. Again, it's 2 and 2, the only change being that last measure before we repeat the cycle, and a little bit of a pause in the first pass that you might hear on the recording. Right here, pause. So let's look at the second half of this verse. We're going to grab a C sharp minor chord, 4th fret, barring A through high E, and then 5th fret B, 6th fret of the D and the G string. I'm going to pinch the A string and the high E string using my pick on the A, and I'm using my ring finger on the top note. Then I'm going to arpeggiate it. G, B, E. And I'm going to do that twice. Then I'm going to move to this grip, which is an A minor type grip, moved up to the 5th fret B, 6th fret D and G. And I'm going to play this grip with my pinky on the 7th fret of the B string, and I'm going to go, that's my first part, A, D, G, B. Okay, so that much again. The last half of that is G, B, G. So all that together. And I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All that together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back to this. And then a subtle change here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I just play the 5th and 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just out of this grip, B string, and then G string. All that together so far. Sorry. Something like that. Now I'm going to use sort of a little triad here, an E chord, 4th fret G, 4th fret high E, 5th fret B string, and I'm going to pick it like this. E, G, B, E, G strings. Then I'm going to move to an open E note, open E string, to a grip that looks like this, 2nd fret E, 4th fret G and B. And that's my pattern. 2, 2nd fret, E, G, B, E, G, B, E. So that much together. I'm going to finish on an A2, open A, 2nd fret G, open B, twice on open E, G, B, and then I'm into the chorus. Just that last section together. second section altogether. Sorry. I think it's worth mentioning that this whole part that we just learned is when I'm watching them play it live, they don't bother to play all those arpeggios. They just pretty much just play an E chord to a B chord to an A2 chord. So if you want to simplify it, you could do that. You come out of this. So either way, it brings us to the chorus, which is just an E, B to A. The B I'm barring again, A through high E. I use my pinky to get D string, G and B string on the 4th fret, not playing the high E at all. To an A2, 2nd fret, D and G. We can do this twice. Then I'm going to go to an E, to a B, back to an E, to an A. Okay, so that chorus progression was E, B, A twice. Then E to B, back to E, to A2. Now here I'm going to kind of start thumping. Back to B, A over C sharp. So I'm just thumping a power A chord to a power B chord to an A over C sharp. Again, I'm barring just like I was on the B chord, using my ring finger on the 4th fret of A, and emphasizing those A and D string notes, then to a D, and that gets the chorus. So on fast forward, it's E, B, A2, and again A2, back to E, to B, E, to A, then power chords, kind of thumping the A and D string. That's the structure of the chorus. There's one exception to that, and it's about the 4.5 minute mark or something in the song. We'll play a typical chorus. I'm going to repeat the E, B, A. It's going to go E to B, and instead of going back to E, it goes to A, then to E with a G sharp bass. And the way I play that is 2nd fret, D, 4th fret low E, 4th fret G, muting the A string. So again, E, B, A times 2, and then E to B, and instead of back to the E, it's going to go to the A2, the E over G sharp, and then the thump. And that's sort of the only difference. There's two kind of signature lines in the chorus that you could cover on guitar if you wanted to. I'll show you those and we'll be done. At the first of the chorus, 2nd fret D. Again. Almost falls under your fingers. Then at the end, there's also this signature lick at the end of those. Play that. It's right here. 2, 4 on the A string, 2 on D, 4 on A. You can almost play them both together as one guitar player, but you could split them up if you had 2 players. Try to do it slow and do both. Again. My favorite Cheap Trick song. And they have a lot of great ones. I hope the video helps and hope you enjoyed playing the flame.